What's up? What's up? I'm going live. Come on, guys. If you're in here, make sure to like the channel. Come on in, say what's up. Let's talk. Everybody was on Larry's show. So I said, you know what? Larry was closing up and I asked everybody if they wanted me to go live. Everybody said yeah, so we can keep the conversation going. Um, so I'm going live right here. I give everybody a few minutes so everybody can come on in. If you're in here, make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Smash the like button. I put it in there so that way everybody can't forget. Make sure you smash that button. I don't know if Larry closed up yet or not. But I asked everybody on there if they wanted me to go live so we can keep the conversation. I said, all right, let's go live then. So let's keep it going. Let's give everybody a few minutes to come on in. We're going to talk about the second day of scrimmage. Big John, all right. I got you. Here we go. Here we go. Copy. Here we go. We in. I just dropped the link. Jump in if you want to jump in. Come on, Big John. Get up in here. Get up in here. Let's keep this convo going. We was having a good time over there at Larry's. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate you going over there. I don't know if you're watching or not. But much props to you. Thank you for going over there and all this info that we need. Here's Big John. I'm gonna add Big John in here now. Big John, what's up?
What's going on, Pippin?
Hey, ¿cómo tú estás, papo?
Aquí, bro. I was telling you, you didn't hear me because they cut me off. I was like, I saw you driving. I'm like, hey, where you going? To the strip club? And these dudes just shut me down.
Nah, bro. I promised the wife yesterday I will get us a Starbucks, and
Oh,
I go to Starbucks, and because of COVID, they all closed early. I got there at 9:03, bros, and they closed at 9. Like, oh my god! So I had to make sure I got her one on the way home today.
yeah, no, yeah. You don't want to get in trouble, man. You don't
No,
want
bro.
to.
Happy wife,
I,
happy
I don't,
life,
I
bro.
don't, I don't mind getting in trouble, man. Me and my wife, it ain't like that. So we don't even talk. She lives here, but she's just daughter, so I don't have to give her
Uh,
coffee. I don't gotta give her shit.
well, no, right now you can take advantage because you're sick.
No, it's whatever, bro. I don't even do that, bro. I don't just, bro. When you give everything, bro, and you never get everything in return, you already know, okay, it's not. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna they like to sit there. Hey, yeah, yeah. Siempre eres el culpable. Siempre la
Of
culpa es
course,
tuya. Es porque tú no hiciste. I don't got
yeah,
time for all that, bro.
of course, bro.
You know,
You know
like
how it
like I-
is.
like like I said on my Twitter. Um, I'm 40, look 27, act 17, feel
Hey,
12. Leave it alone, bro. Yeah,
yeah, bro, that's
we're
it.
good to go.
That's it.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
so
So what you think
so what do
about
you?
this, bro?
Bueno, mira, look, I was at work all day, so I can only go by what Twitter, what Larry, Cap, and everybody was telling me. Look, you're in the us too, right?
What do you mean? Say it again?
You're in the group text with us, right?
Yeah, I am. I don't know what your number is, and I know you don't know which one mine is because if not, you would have hit me up by now.
I got it already. I've got everything already. Mine
Well,
is the only area code that's off. Mine is the 321 number, the area code.
I didn't know which one was yours. I didn't even know if you had my number. I just
I got it
yeah,
there.
I'm part of the group chat, yeah. Pero I
Uh,
didn't know that that you were in there, to be honest, because he didn't really tell me. Cap was here. We were watching the game at my crib. He was sitting here, and he, as soon as the game was over, he dipped. I was
I
like,
know.
okay. My mom was like, oye, le cocino. And I was like, yo, you hungry? And he was like, you know, he was like, no, I'm good. I'm like, all right,
You
whatever it is.
crazy? You crazy?
He said no to Cuban food, bro.
Oh, bro, he's
And
tripping.
let me
Big drip, what's up?
And let me tell you, bro, when my mother cooks, everybody stays, bro.
Of course, bro. It's that Cuban food,
I'm
bro. You gotta love
just,
that Cuban
I'm
food.
just letting you know. So,
I
but yeah, bro, I think that this is just a progression. It's just a
agree, bro.
progression to what we expect to see. Like I've been telling you from the beginning the other day, and I'm telling you now. If you're playing RPO and they have to play cover two, this is a numbers game, bro. If there's 11 players on defense and you have to cover all four receivers with two safeties and three cornerbacks, that's 5 to 6 defensive players, bro. So if it's
Wow.
six
Yeah.
on four, that means you got 5 defenders against 7 offensive players. We already got the numbers where the football is. So, like, that's what happened with Gasecki against Chicago. Okay. It's what happened today. Oh, they're throwing to the tight end. Yeah, because they're not going to leave Jalen Waddle one on one in the slot. That's not going to
Absolutely.
happen. It's not
Absolutely.
going to happen. And you asked me the question the other day. The Patriots. What did I tell you? It's not about the first two corners. It's who's got the third and the third corner. Whether you're covering Albert Wilson or whether you're covering Jalen Waddle, can you cover one on one? Most likely, the answer is no.
No.
Miami has four
Absolutely
number
not.
one. Miami's got four number one corners. Four. You got Needham, you got X, you got Byron Jones, and at the end of the day, you got Coleman in the slot. That's
Correct.
four. Nobody
That's
can do
correct.
what we do defensively. So it's like,
No.
okay, you want to go one on one. You want to leave Parker one on one with your third corner? Go ahead. If you want to put your first corner on Parker and your second corner on Fuller, and you got Waddle and Gasecki out there, it's a mismatch. So that's why
Definitely.
I pay attention. Everybody says don't pay attention to that one on one. No, pay attention to the one on one because that's what Tua is going to be doing all game. One on
Absolutely.
one Gasecki or one on one with Waddle, depending on where. Because when Waddle goes in motion, it automatically simplifies it for Tua. All right, they're doing
Yep.
this. Hit him in the middle. That's what they did all day today.
No,
They
and
couldn't. They
when he goes
couldn't
on
blitz Tua.
motion, with the amount of no, with the amount of speed that he has, when he goes on motion, he's just it's just a jump start for him. I don't
Now I'm gonna
know. I
ask you a
don't know if
question.
you've seen.
Wait till one day he goes in motion and he stops and he goes back the other way and you throw him a pass and he gets 15 yards because he stops faster than you do.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely, absolutely. Did you see the clip that they put out today of him when their corner was covering him? They were it was on him.
Yesterday, yesterday,
Yeah, yeah. He cut like
yeah,
that real quick.
he
He
broke
came
that
back. He
dude. Yeah,
caught it and he juked him.
he
Oh
broke.
my god, that was nasty,
He broke
bro.
him.
That
He
was
broke him.
nasty,
He broke him.
nasty, nasty.
But
And then
I've
people are
been
complaining
telling.
like, "Oh, we shouldn't have got a wide receiver yet or lo otro." Like, no, bro, you're
Listen,
crazy.
listen,
You're crazy
listen.
if you think we
They,
shouldn't have
they're
got a
saying
receiver.
they're saying that only because we didn't grab an offensive lineman that we should have grabbed either at 18 or at 36. That's where that comes in. I mean,
Of
at the end
course,
of the day, I don't mind not taking Jalen Phillips if I'm going to take Cosme at 18. I don't have a problem with taking Cosme at 18. I don't have a problem with taking Tevin Jenkins at 18. I didn't
okay.
have
So
a
let me
problem. I didn't have a problem taking the center from Oklahoma at 18. I don't care as long
okay. So
as
let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
If that's the case, how do you feel our run stopping will be this year compared to last year with the addition of Phillips? Do you think
well,
that he makes that big of a difference?
he makes that big of a difference as far as on pass downs. I don't really picture him like when I think of our defense getting better in the run game. It's not about to me. It's not about Jalen Phillips. To me, it's about Raquan Davis, Christian Wilkins, and Jenkins, and Butler who came over from New England. It's not about Jalen Phillips. Jalen Phillips, to me, he's going to set the edge, and Jalen Phillips is going to rush the passer.
Okay,
To
so let me
me,
ask a question. Did you
his.
watch?
Go ahead.
Did you watch any UM games last year?
On occasion, not as often as I
Okay,
used to, but I did watch him.
so last year when he was the edge for UM, they had
Hmm.
Phillips on one side and had what was this other guy?
Russo didn't play, so don't tell me it was him because he wasn't there.
Yeah, Russo, whatever his name is.
No, he
He
didn't
had a
play
weird
last year. He didn't
right,
play
right, right,
last
because
year.
he opted out. He opted out.
Yeah.
But in the run game, you could see how Phillips would come so fast off the line that
Hmm.
he would stop the run in the backfield before the running back even got through the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm not saying he's not going to do that, but I'm just saying whether he does that or not. To me, that's not what makes our run defense better. What makes our run defense better is you have Raekwon Davis, you have Christian Wilkins, and you have Butler, and you cannot move them. That is what makes it better. If you
Right,
can't block him, whether he comes in off the edge or not is irrelevant. You're not going to get the movement. Can he
right.
help? Yes, but it's not like he's going to be run blitzing. I don't picture him run blitzing. I picture
No,
them him being on the edge. I picture Jerome Baker blitzing or McKinney
right.
coming off the edge, but I don't picture him blitzing from a linebacker position. So that's why I'm saying Jalen Phillips to me, where I picture him making an impact, he may make an impact in the run game, but that's not to me where he's going to make his money. His bread is buttered on second and long, third and long, going after the quarterback. That's what
Okay,
he's there for.
so this is where I see him making something for the run game. Okay, if he's setting an edge because he's so good at the edge, okay, if he's setting
Mm-hmm.
an edge to where you cannot run a toss to the outside,
You mean laterally?
or
Yeah. Okay.
correct, something like that. He's forcing them to go inside.
Yeah.
You
But here's
understand
my
what I'm
question.
saying?
I get you, but here's my question. If you know he's on one side and you're going to run laterally, you know what you're going to do? You're going to run to the other side laterally.
Okay, and who do we have on the other side?
Well, to me, who Van Ginkel? I don't know what it is with everybody around Van Ginkel, boy. You guys love that dude. I like him, just
Yo,
not as
but
much as
because
you
believe
guys.
it or not, the Blanquito plays, bro. The
No, no, I'm
Blanquito
not. I'm not.
plays.
No, 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 no. Nobody's saying it because he's white, black, or blue. I don't care the color, bro. I'm just saying. To me, he's never like to me. To be honest, I've watched him play, but he's never jumped off the page to me like that.
Right,
Like to me, he's
right.
never like I've never. I guess I just haven't been paying attention to him because, like you said, he's white, and to be honest, he doesn't catch my
No, no,
attention.
no, 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 no. It ain't got nothing to do with he's white. That's just how we
No,
talk. You know, el negrito,
no, no, yo dije.
blanquito, whatever,
No, 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 no. I'm saying that's probably why I didn't recognize him when he was doing good. Like I haven't noticed him on the
yeah,
field. I'm being real.
yeah.
I
Yep,
haven't noticed him on the field. Like it's just like, yo,
definitely.
did you see him? No, I didn't. And I didn't. You know, but
Yep,
you know, if that works, that works, bro. All
definitely.
I'm saying
Hey,
is, all I'm saying is, it's gonna be nasty, bro. They're gonna hate. They're
oh,
gonna hate playing this defense, bro. It's gonna get ugly.
absolutely,
It's
absolutely,
gonna get
100%.
ugly.
Hey guys, remember on your way in, please smash that like button. The more likes that I can get, the farther this goes out. Before I
Yeah.
add this next person in, or let me add them in real quick, and then I'll go over this. So Big Drip Entertainment said, clear the box. Miles might have 800 receiving yards. Our tight end backs are going to be wide open on their routes all year long. Numbers added up. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. With the way I think what he's trying to say here is that the way that our receivers and our tight ends are going to open up the field in the back, our running backs are going to have a field day. You know what I'm saying?
Because they're gonna have to play a zone. They have
Correct.
to play cover two. They're gonna have to play zone. So it's just
Correct.
you know.
Hey
Correct.
guys,
Larry,
so
what's up, Larry?
I've joined you for a few minutes. I'm waiting for my sister before I have to chauffeur her around. So
Oh, look at
until
you,
she
bro.
calls me and say, women.
Yeah,
until
yeah,
until she calls me,
Look at
he's
me,
like,
load
yes.
trouble.
yeah, yeah. So, anyways, Larry, the question that I was trying to ask you, but I kept getting cut off and cut off and cut off. The question I kept trying to ask you
For the
was,
54th
um,
time.
yeah, for real, was the way that Ahmed is playing. Um, did you see a difference between yesterday's game to today?
You know what? No, I don't think so. But, because they were solid, but none that make you stood up and take notice. Like they weren't no little 15-yard runs or anything like that. But they weren't today. They weren't getting hit by the backfield. So yeah. So there's nothing that made me want to stick out and say, "Wow, that Ahmed had a 15-yard run," or that Gaskins had it. They were solid. I mean, they hit
Right,
the hole, got 3, 4, 5 yards, whatever was there. So
right.
the running game, like I said, it was better, but I won't exactly. I don't want to. I don't want to give you the idea that it's something to get excited about at this point. They still have a lot more work to go.
Correct, correct.
Yeah, but at
Hey, and
least they were getting hit in the backfield today. Yeah,
yeah, that's much better. It's
yeah.
much better. They're improving. They're improving. How do you feel about them giving Eichenberg um, reps at tackle, even though he was on
Uh,
second team?
yeah, with second team. Yeah, that's where you should start. Rookie, you're not going to automatically. So I guess it was a little wake up call to Kinley, and Kinley woke up, and they said, "Okay, let's go ahead and put it back there." And I take it for his word, but it's the one area I'm not exactly sold on a young player. Is like they like to have them learn and be flexible. To me, a young player, you just want to get them established in one position and then worry
Definitely,
about that. Type deal. So yeah, so
definitely,
yeah,
definitely, definitely.
I would have not done that if that was a case of I sending a message to Kinley. Put somebody else in there, okay? But
Right.
let him go. If that's what you're hoping that he'd be your right tackle of the future, let him go from day one in right tackle. Like they would Hunt.
I
Let him
agree.
go.
I agree. I agree. Another thing that I'm kind of noticing, Larry, and I don't know if you notice this too, but I'm noticing that on every different practice, they're focusing more on certain things. So let's say, it's just an example. Today they focused more on running. Yesterday they focused more on passing. The day before that they focused more on this and so forth. You understand?
Uh
Do
huh.
you notice that, or do you think
Yeah,
that they're
but you
practicing
had it
all over the
reversed.
field all at
You
once?
had it reversed. Okay, yesterday they were focusing on the run. Okay, to the point they became too predictable. Today they were, like I said in the show, they're working on their short area passing, short to mid range passing. Anywhere from 5 to 10 yards to open up the field. Okay, that opened up the running game. In other words, what I've been saying, Dolphins, whether you like the guys to believe me or not, last year they were pretty effective when they used the pass to set up the run game, not the opposite way around. They were not very good when they tried to establish the run first. Not the way
Right,
the
right.
team's built. Not necessarily the talent that's there to do that. Not yet, anyway. You would think with Kinley and Hunt, it's a great start. Those two guys are horses, but no.
Correct.
Last year they were pretty effective once they established the passing game, and I think that's what they need to do here in the start of the season. Like it's by saying no Chad Gailey offense. Chad Gailey offense. You know me by now. You know me by now. It's first plays of the game. First handoff. It's a handoff up between the tackles. Second play is a handoff between the tackle, and then the second series of the game is a handoff between tackle. And all of a sudden, what that proved, we can't run when everybody's waiting for that. And then
Of
once two
course.
opened up with the short game and passing, then it opened up the running game, made it easier for us to run. That's what I'm saying. This
I
team's got to
feel
get up
like
the bite. We're not the Tennessee Titans, okay? We're not,
correct.
okay?
Correct. I
So
feel like
use our
last
strength.
year we were too predictable last year. I
Yeah.
felt like you knew that on uh, every, let's say, first down they were going to run the ball.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like I felt like we were just way too predictable. Like they were talking about how you knew that when Kazeki was out on the field that it was a pass play. You understand? But I feel
Yep.
like that besides that being predictable, I feel like we were more predictable on everything else also.
Yeah, we were. Like I
You
said, the
understand?
Chad Gailey offense. Only a couple of games they actually start the game with a pass, and I just surprised the team as much as anybody they didn't execute. But
Correct.
as I remember, yeah.
Oh,
So
absolutely,
yeah, so we
absolutely,
can't do that. We
absolutely.
can't do that. Play to our
Um,
strength. Our strength is what we show today. Short to intermediate area, occasionally popping the long one because of Waddle's speed and fuller speed. But I don't think
yep,
that should be our strength, especially with an offensive line that's not really still developing. Because you're going to throw deep, you got to give the quarterback time for the route to develop type deal.
definitely,
Which gets back to Kirk
definitely.
Merritt. Okay, he shows flashes of the deep route. Let's see how he's into intermediate route because that's where the two is going to feast on and live on, not necessarily the deep route.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Guys, remember, as you're coming in, make sure you're hitting that like button so we can get the feed out there. We can get more guys to join. In the comments is the link. Jump on. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what your comments are. I want to know what you guys think. For the little bit of time that Larry's here, Larry was at practice today. So if you have any questions, you can ask him now before he has to go. I know he's not staying on a long time. So now's your chance. The link is in the description. Uh, Larry, um, what do you think stood out to you most today? Not particularly a player, but um, as far as plays, route running, what stood out to you today where you looked at it and you're like, wow, they're
Well, the
they're they're
individual player
really
Hunter
improving.
Long really opened my eyes up, and this kid has a bad knee. Wow. And the defense and that 2 minute warning, it's just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. They just owned the Falcons. I mean, Matt Ryan. If
Yeah,
it wasn't for
what they
Matt
had,
Ryan, they probably would have
Agba
had an
had three
interception
sacks.
earlier. Yeah, they would have probably had an interception earlier. But it wasn't for Matt Ryan, a pro quarterback. But man, that defense could be scary good, scary
Really,
good.
that is
Yeah.
awesome.
So
That is great to hear. That is
yeah,
good to hear.
let's
Actually,
hopefully they'll develop that. Like other people. Maybe I should have said we got to see what Jalen Phillips can show. He's just been starting to practice and see what he
definitely.
shows in the game.
Definitely. Oh, shout out to my new subscriber, King Mill. Thank you for subscribing to the channel.
Hey, for
Much love to you.
75. I hope you
Finsanity,
saw.
what's up?
Yeah, I hope you saw the show where I ducked you into the FinFans Paddle Hall of Fame. Congratulations!
Hey,
And by the way, that little anime picture, when I get home, I'm gonna be tweeting that to you, not tweeting, emailing you your picture. Okay, just that way I draw it up for there.
there you go. There you go. Finsanity, I want you to jump on, boo. Come on up here. I want to hear from you. I want to know what your thoughts are on today's practice, if you can. Remember, Larry was at practice today, so if you have any questions for him, now's the time to ask. He's not staying on for a long time.
Hey, Chachi, you see this? I put my Heat logo there. And
I see that. That's for
who
Estefan.
who did not show up? Ah,
That's for Estefan right there.
Estefan, yeah, it doesn't show up.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Look, Insanity says, love you, Larry. Legend.
Me too, baby. Me too. Me too. Too bad we couldn't
There
hook
you go.
up today, but hey, it's not me.
Hey, it's all right. It happens. It happens. Not every time can be
I know.
phenomenal.
Or
But
retired
definitely
like
the
I am that could do these things.
who was playing left tackle today, Larry?
It was
On
Austin
first team.
Jackson and Liam Meichenberg.
We're
So
playing
yeah, they
left?
got the most reps on left. Lardell Coleman got a few reps, but it was mostly those two on
Wonderful. And
11
how
on
do you
11.
think they did today working together?
You know what? I'm not going to say super positive. It's something that I'm glad that you see when somebody that player like Liam Meichenberg starts in the second or third team. What you don't want to see them is get blown up, and he didn't get blown up today. He pretty much did a solid job, so that's a good thing. That's a positive to start building. But like I said, we can't. Liam Meichenberg, we're projected to be a starter until he's ready to start. Nothing to get excited about here, in my opinion.
Definitely.
But I'm excited that his first time at there, he didn't look out of place. I didn't see anything wrong with his technique at all. Now he wasn't facing elite players, but he didn't look out of place
Correct.
at all. He clearly was in front of the rusher. There, unlike an Austin Jackson that sometimes get caught up in his footwork, I never saw that from him. He was clearly in
Oh, that's
control.
good. That's good.
Maybe not powerful that you want to see, but his job basically is just to make sure he keeps that guy off the quarterback, and that's what he did today. I think he only
Right.
had one bad rep, and even then didn't result in a sack, or might have been one of those pressures he put up there.
Correct. And another thing, TD pointed this out on his channel too. You know, the a lineman's job is not to sit there and completely shut a guy down for more than 5 seconds. I mean, if he
Yeah.
can, that's wonderful. But the lineman's job is to be able to hold them back long enough for that the quarterback and the receivers can do their job. And TD was pointing this out that Jackson was actually doing that, even though he
Yeah.
was getting pushed back and getting pushed into to his lap or whatever the case was. He made enough time. He was doing it for enough time for Tua to be able to do something with it.
Yeah, sometimes in my show it gets so crowded that it was a comment I want to talk about. Let's talk about that because you guys got to understand this. And my problem with Austin Jackson, okay? I'm gonna put it. Maybe if you're a baseball fan, it's easier to understand what I'm saying.
Larry,
You know,
Larry, before
he
you
could
do
have
that,
all these good
I'm
reps.
sorry to cut you
but-
off.
Yeah.
Larry, before you do that, I'm sorry to cut you off. Vicinity is asking, are you going to the
Gabe, yeah, I'm gonna be with Batman, Gabriel, and Bobby. I don't know if Cap can get a ticket to go with us, but hopefully he can. Type deal. So I'll be there Saturday. Absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. All right, Larry, go ahead with what you were saying.
So most part, all the reps, you count up all the reps together, right? Most of them he was solid, solid, but there were a few that weren't. And unfortunately, the one that he wasn't that got the sack was the one that got all the attention because it happened at the wrong time, the 2-minute drill. Okay, that's the
Right.
one where Tua pulled him off on time. Guys, that's important because, yeah, you know, offensive linemen can win like 75, 80% of the time, but that 20% of the time is what makes you that takes you out of the category of being a good offensive tackle. It's like baseball, right? You got a pitcher that pitches 9 innings, right? He pitches 8 fantastic innings, but that 1 inning gives up 5 runs. What's his ERA after 9 innings? 5.0, which is bad.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah, you look at it. Well, you know, you look into it. Right, he put eight great innings, but he consistently have that bad rep. Okay, you're not gonna stop. You're not gonna. But it seems like he has too many of those. He may have like in a 30, let's say 30 play game, he might have 25 good reps, and he has to have 5 bad reps. That's not good.
And it
ratio.
happens. It
It hap-
happens. Not
Yeah,
everybody
but he
is
cannot have it at
perfect.
that high of a ratio to be an elite tackle. Hey guys, I
Correct.
got newsflash for you. Even elite tackles give up sacks and give up pressures at more than 1 a game.
Absolutely.
Even elite one, but you don't give up 5 and 25. That's too
Absolutely.
high. That's like, yeah, that's his problem.
It's like
He's gotta
it's like
be consistent,
Eichenberg.
yeah.
It's like Eichenberg. In 2 years, he didn't give up not one sack, but
Mhm.
I can promise you, he probably gave up some pressures.
Mhm. Oh, for sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you know, people are not perfect, not in any way, shape, or form. People make mistakes, but it's how you overcome that. It's how you learn from that mistake
Mhm.
and how you move forward from that. You
Mhm.
understand?
Yep.
If you're sitting there and you keep making that same mistake, and you're not learning from it,
Yeah.
then there's a problem,
Mhm.
which people don't see with Tua. They see, oh, he made a mistake, now he's horrible. Oh, he's a bust. No. He made that mistake where he threw that interception. Now, I'm gonna point this out because this was pretty much the same play when we played against the Pats last year, and he got sacked instead of taking that run into
Right.
the touchdown. And then the next
Mhm.
time they did it, he ran it in. He learned
Right.
from that play. This was the same thing that happened in this practice. Instead of him running in, he threw the ball and it got intercepted. Then he did the same play over again today. When you guys were at practice, he did the same play again today, and this time he got it in there right on time. You understand? So he's overcoming the mistakes. He sees what's happening, and he's getting the job done properly.
Chachi, I gotta go,
remember-
buddy. She's
No, you're good, Larry.
She's
Thank
right
you so
back.
much for jumping on.
Yeah,
I
but
heard
you
that,
might
Larry.
Come back if you're still on.
I heard that, Larry. I heard her. She's like, oh yeah. I heard that. I was like, whoa.
Lucky thing she can't hear you, man. Lucky thing she can't.
Oh shit.
Okay, guys, take care.
Hey, bye, Larry. But like I was saying,
Yeah.
you know,
You can hear that.
he made those.
You can hear that from across the room. Yeah, I was like, damn.
No, you
Larry,
heard it from your
yeah.
house. You heard it from your house.
Hey, just before you keep talking, you know you made it when Insanity's on your channel typing to you, bro.
Yeah,
All
for
right,
real, right?
there you
For
go.
real. No, that's all. That's all love, and I appreciate everybody that comes onto the channel and shows me love. Um,
Yeah.
as I'm just starting, and the fact that you guys are coming out here and having conversations with me, and we're having a good time and having fun. I love that and enjoy it 100%. So much respect, much love to everybody that's on the channel, watching, not watching, maybe watching later. Who knows? But definitely respect to all you guys. Um, but back to what I was saying. The fact that Tua's learning from the mistakes that he's doing and he's correcting it and moving forward, echando para siempre, which means for the people that don't speak Spanish, always going forward. Not
Yeah.
not letting that ball and chain drag you. Doing whatever you can to be able to move that chain and push forward.
I don't
Um,
think that interception is something you would even see at the beginning of the season. I just think, to be honest, he was trying to get the ball to Waddle, and he looked over there really quickly for shits and giggles, and it cost him a pick. That's what I think. I think if that
I
would have been a regular season game, I think he would have thrown it right away to the tight end. That's just me.
which is what happened today. Which is what happened
Which is
today. It
what,
was
yeah,
the
yeah,
same play, the
yeah.
same play, and it
But
happened
on the
today,
other
and he
side of the
beamed
field,
it in there.
yeah.
Correct.
Instead of it being to the left, it was to the right. Yeah,
Yeah, and he got it in
yeah,
there. So he's learning from his mistakes. He's learning what he did wrong and how to correct it. That just
yeah.
show that he's going back, he's watching film, and he's doing what he's supposed to do. Um, I was telling a lot of people, that I don't feel that Tua's a second year guy. I really feel that Tua's a third year guy. I feel that next year is the year where he's gonna really show out, and he's really gonna show what he's about. You
I
understand? You know what I
mean,
mean?
yeah, I feel you. I mean, I think the only difference is that between by the time he gets done with this season and next season starts, he's gonna be like a master Jedi at the quarterback position, and he just no matter what you do to him, he's gonna be like, oh, you're gonna. It's like he's gonna be like, you're gonna do that, really? Are you really gonna do that? And then he's just gonna you know, he's just gonna dissect you because that's what he's always done. Sarkeesian
Absolutely.
said it in Alabama. Listen, Tua's the best quarterback I've ever seen. To changing a play at the line of scrimmage, he would even change into plays that the Alabama team wouldn't practice in game and just destroy you. So this whole thing that Tua can't read defenses, this whole thing that Tua's a one read quarterback, that he's too short, that his arm isn't strong enough, all this bunch of bullshit that you keep hearing is
You see what
nonsense,
that is,
bro.
right? You see what that is, right?
Eso es
Oh
mierda.
shit.
Hey, es mierda. Eso es mierda.
Yeah. No, it's
Listen,
true.
bro,
It's
I
true.
was I was listening to TD. TD sat there and said, "Oh no, Mac Jones broke all of Tua's records." So listen, bro, Tua threw 99 touchdown passes and had 11 interceptions. Break that down to a ratio, okay? That's like literally 3 picks every 33 touchdown passes. Come on, people, man.
No, no, no.
Let's
It's
keep it let's
crazy.
keep it real. Let's
Absolutely.
keep it 1,000. I mean, I get
Absolutely.
what he's saying. That you know what I'm saying. Mac Jones maybe had a higher completion percentage, which I still don't believe to be true. You'd have to like literally show me everything for me to look at it because I don't believe it. Because I think Tua was like 73 or 74% completion percentage at Alabama, and that's
Right.
insane. I don't care what football you're playing. When you're completing 73% of your passes,
Right.
that's that's good regardless.
No,
Because
100%.
it isn't like every team he played was East Carolina State. Like they like to make it seem like they played a cupcake schedule the whole season, and that's just not true. And if you really want to be sincere, okay, Mac Jones played 3 seasons or two and a half, 3 seasons, same as Tua, had 56 touchdown passes. Tua had 96. He had 31 more touchdown passes, and Tua didn't play the fourth quarter in like 40% of his Alabama games. So if you
Okay.
think
And here's
about it,
here's another thing too. He was swapping in with um what's this other guy? That's for the Eagles now.
No, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
they were going
yeah.
back and forth too.
Yeah, but once Tua took over, it was Tua's job. But what I'm saying is, there was fourth quarters that Tua didn't even play. So all these yards that Tua put up were in three quarters. They weren't even in the fourth quarter. So if
Right.
you can imagine, let's say Tua would have thrown a touchdown per game. Okay, one touchdown per game in the fourth quarter. What is that? 40 fourth quarters. So instead of throwing 98 touchdowns, he would have thrown what 129. What is that?
No.
129 to 11? That's ridiculous.
No,
No, bro.
absolutely. Here, I got a stat for you right here. So 155 passes from Alabama QB Tagovailoa past the
Mm-hmm.
line of scrimmage, and 135 from Mac Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Tua correctly placed 110 of those passes for a percentage of 70.97%.
There you go.
Conversely, Jones was accurate on 85 of them for 62%.
Yeah. There you
There's,
go.
there's, there you
There
go.
you go.
That just goes
And
to
it,
show.
and anybody who tells me Tua had better receivers, I'm gonna sit you down and say, okay, he had Jerry Judy and he had Henry Ruggs. Those were the two main guys. Okay. Now, Matt Jones had Devontae Smith and he had Jalen Waddle. Like, come on. Like, for real? I think Jalen Waddle is the best of the four. That's just
Oh,
me.
100%.
Not
100%.
because, and I'm not saying it because he's a Dolphin. I'm saying it
No, no, no.
because he's just better.
Yeah,
To me, he's
unbiased.
just different.
Unbiased.
Yeah, he's just
Correct.
different.
Unbiased.
He's just different. But when you have a
I agree
Heisman
with
Trophy winner, when you got a Heisman Trophy winner as a receiver, and he's the other guy, you can't say you had no receivers.
No,
I just think
100%.
Tua
I
is a
agree
better
with you.
quarterback. You know what I want to see for the next 10 years? I want to see the Alabama Bowl. That's what I'm going to see every twice a year. I can't
Right.
wait to watch Tua versus Mac for the next 10 years, and let's see who the better quarterback is. That's all I want to see.
Correct.
Everybody who keeps
Yep.
talking, I'm just waiting for the Alabama Bowl. You know, all we need now
Yep.
is Nick Saban at the 50-yard line flipping the coin for the coin toss. That's it. We got Nick Saban, you got Tua, you got Belichick, you got Flores. Let's get it on. That's all I want to see. That way, I
Absolutely.
want to see how many people keep talking shit.
If Insanity was on here, since she's such an Alabama fan, she could come over here and tell us all these things. But she never jumps on. I don't know what her problem is. She just shows comments over here, and Mechie showed out last year. But anyways, here we go. Bleezy38 says, how has Jacoby Brissett looked at practice? Do you guys think he is a legit QB2 in case we need him late in the season? I'll go first on this.
Go ahead.
I'll go first on this. Brissett is a solid number 2. He's definitely not a number 1 quarterback. Tua is definitely better than Brissett. I think that Tua can read the field a little better than Brissett can, even though Brissett's a vet over Tua. I think Tua throws the ball a lot better than Brissett. I don't think Tua has the ball speed that Brissett does. But he's a solid number 2. I don't think that he's doing phenomenal, but he's definitely not doing bad. Let's say if I were to grade him on a scale from 1 to 10, as 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, I give him like a solid 6.5, 7 is what I rate him. John, what do you think?
That's what I was gonna tell you. I would give him about a 7. Jacoby Brissett just doesn't have the elite trait of anticipation and accuracy that Tua has. Those are Tua's accuracy, his anticipation, his ball placement. That is Tom Brady-esque. There's not many people who have that. So he's never going to have that. He has a stronger arm overall if we're going to throw 70 yards. But Tua makes up for the ball speed with the anticipation. So I
Correct.
mean, to me, he's never going to be better than Tua. He's a good quarterback. You can win with Jacoby Brissett, but to me, he's a solid 7. He could keep you afloat if you really need him to.
For sure.
But
For sure.
I don't think anybody who thinks he's going to beat out Tua is just flat out of their mind. Like you're not really
For
paying
sure.
attention. You know,
For sure. I
you
think that I think that with Brissett, I would put Brissett like Tua was last year. If you guys understand that, he's not terrible, but he's good enough to be able to keep us afloat, like Big John is saying. So I would put Brissett as what Tua was last year. Um, what do we got here? We got Big Drip Entertainment said, God forbid the whole offense is schemed left for Tua. To be honest with you, I think that matters very much. Whether it's left or right, it's schemed in a way to be able to protect your quarterback. The offensive line has to do their job, whether it's left, right, front, back, side to side, or diagonal. Their job is to protect the quarterback. It doesn't matter who's back there. Estefan, what's up, brother? What is
Yo,
going
what's up?
on?
What's first? Hey, long time listener, first time caller.
That's right, baby. Hey, better late than never, right? I
Yeah,
got
what's
one
up,
more
Big
here. I'm gonna
John? Big
add
John
in.
got problems, bro. He's got a dolphin problem. You need to.
Cap,
We
what's
need to.
up?
We all got problems, bro. We love this team so much. We got to talk about them on every platform.
Cap, what's up? What's up? Can you hear us? You good?
Yeah, my phone's about to blow up, so I don't know if you can hear me or not.
No, we can hear you, buddy. We can hear you. You're good. I'm glad that you came on because you can give us some insight on how practice was today. Now that Larry left us, um, what is your? I'm gonna give you the same questions I asked Larry. What was your what was what was the thing that impressed you the most in practice today? Not meaning players. I mean in general, whether it be plays, whether it be the speed of somebody. What impressed you the most?
I mean, to be honest with you, just hands down, Tua.
What impressed you?
The poise, man. I mean, like you said earlier, somebody made some type of like an analogy towards the fact of him having the force. Like when he was in the pocket, it just felt like he was just like, F y'all mofos, man. I'm throwing this where I want to throw it, and it's going there. Like you can see the
I'm telling you,
confidence
bro.
is there.
He's a Jedi. I'm telling you, he's a Jedi, bro. Y'all don't know. Yeah.
Calm down, Big John. Calm down, bro.
Hey, Blizzy 38, no problem, brother. No problem. Whatever questions you want to ask away. That's what we're here for, bro. That's what we're here for. That's the fin. I know you seen Larry's picture. What'd you think about that?
What picture? The bald guy on the corner on his show?
No. No. The beautiful flaming basketball.
Nah, I didn't see no picture, bro.
Oh, don't get him started. Don't get him started, bro.
Hey, man, I want to get off on a bad shoe with you, Miami football
Hey, bro,
talk, bro.
this is what it's about. It's all love. It's all family, bro. This is what it's about. We're supposed to be talking about it.
Hey, man. Hey, if I wouldn't bring that smoke, but hey, man, they poked the bear, bro, and hey, man, the bear attacked, bro. That's all I got to say. So it was all peace until they found out that I was in San Antonio, bro. And then, you know what I mean?
Look, hey, let me
Yep.
tell you something, man. The only thing, and I'm gonna say it because I've seen it, firsthand. But the only thing I give any type of credit towards San Antonio is Manu Ginobili. Manu Ginobili in that Euro step, Dwayne Wade and him perfected it both hand in hand. But I give it to Manu for crafting it.
Nah, I give San Antonio more credit. I mean, I just mess with Estefan for shits and giggles just because we both
Oh, for sure.
we both like the Heat and the Spurs are the two best teams that we find players where others do not find players. They will sit there and find the guy from Zimbabwe who's under a bridge wearing a canopy hat, and that guy will turn into a superstar.
Yeah.
And the Heat, look, did you guys see what the Heat did? Everybody's like, oh, who's year 7? Oh, shit. Hold on, my daughter just fell.
Oh, Estefan,
What's
I
up,
want to hear
bro?
from you, bro. I want to hear from you, bro. What are you looking for in Atlanta's game here coming up?
Just to be honest with you, I don't. All the focus is on the offense, man. I'm not even worried about the defense. Just the offensive line, bro. That's it. Those guys, we are putting them through the meat grinder on these takes about not being, you know, and for good reason, man. None of us are happy with what's going on, but those guys, it's my analogy for all this has been, consistently the same thing, man. It's like when you go work out, bro. You doing reps on bench press. You're not gonna be throwing up 225 every time, man. It takes time, and you can be successful at it, but you just you got to put in the work. You got to put in the reps. I think the problem that we're having is the technique from year 1 to year 2 has not trained. You know what I mean? I think that's the problem. That these guys
I
look
think
like they've plateaued. You know what I mean?
I
And that's
I
everybody's
think that
fear right
comes
now.
from that comes from the coaching. I think they don't have they've been switching too many coaches in and out from one year to the other. There's no consistency as far as the technique that's being taught, the coaches that are in there. And I think that's the issue when you switch coaches from year to year. That it's like teaching them all over again, and everybody teaches differently. You know what I'm saying? We all can teach football. If all of us right here got in front of a TV and tried to explain to them what we see, everybody would say it differently. And if you keep switching that, they don't all. Not everybody learns the same way. And that's one of the reasons I kept saying when everybody was telling me Ryan Tannehill was a shitty quarterback, I kept saying, you guys have given the guy 6 offensive coordinators in 7 seasons. The guy went through French, German, Italian, Spanish, Ebonics, and Cuban, and you guys want the guy to play offense. And then the guy's sitting there, and when you spend more time thinking than you do reacting, there's a problem. And sure enough, he went to another team where they didn't switch offensive coordinators 46 times. They gave him a running back, and Larry didn't want to hear it, but I'm going to say it. Believe it or not, Ryan Tannehill made Derrick Henry, not Derrick Henry made Ryan Tannehill. Go look at the stats.
Hey,
Before Ryan Tannehill got there, listen,
hey, no, wait,
listen.
That's debatable, bro.
No.
That's debatable.
No. Wait, stop.
You're not
I
gonna
give
get
you
an
fact.
argument from me. You're not gonna.
Oh,
you're not
okay,
gonna get an
okay.
argument from me.
Okay,
Hey.
okay.
I'm saying
That is
the reason they got into the playoffs was because of that 60-yard bomb that AJ Brown caught. It wasn't Derrick Henry
Yeah.
rushing.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
Derrick
but that's
Henry
not even
And
my
there was a
hand
throw
in
that
hand.
came from Tannehill.
listen. I
Yeah,
agree
but
with you
that wasn't
guys.
my point.
I agree with
You know
you
what I'm
guys. Tannehill is definitely doing his thing, but if it wasn't
No.
for the linebackers having to push in to be able to make sure that they can cover the run from Harry because he's a mauler, he wouldn't be able to throw those bombs out there. You have to think.
I'm
it's a give and take. It's a give and take.
I'm gonna tell you why not. In this one instance, before
Okay.
Ryan
Change your
Tannehill became
mind.
quarterback, huh?
Keep in mind.
Somebody's mic is all messed up. I don't know whose it is, but it's not my mic.
It's not mine. I'm muted.
Before Ryan Tannehill became the quarterback for the Tennessee Titans, he was averaging 50 yards a game. This is Derrick Henry. When Ryan Tannehill became the starting quarterback, he averaged 80 to 85. That's when the play action pass began to work. Before, it wasn't working, bro. So there's that. He didn't make him. Henry didn't make Tannehill. Tannehill made Henry, dude.
No. Hey, no, the Greeny report that he did the breakdown ever since he's been in Tennessee speaks for it all, bro. I mean, the guy's a top 10 quarterback, if anything, a top 5 in the AFC. But I digress because I know Finsanity doesn't really want me to talk about Tannehill. But, like, to be honest with you, for me to hear somebody else say the same thing that I've thought, it's refreshing, bro, because Derrick Henry's a hell of a player, but Mariota couldn't do it, but Tannehill can, and everybody's quick to call Tannehill garbage. Doesn't make sense, man. The numbers don't lie.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How long was Derrick Henry running for Tennessee before Tannehill came into play?
As a full-time starter with Mariota, I mean, he was splitting carries with Lewis at the time because he was, I think it was like the first or second year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you take that with a grain of salt, but he had the number one O-line at the time. That's why Tannehill went there, because they promised him protection.
Okay.
So you can take the good with the bad with that comment. You know what I mean?
Tannehill.
Tennessee's O-line was set to win.
Vrabel was the perfect coach for Tannehill. They fit each other. You know what I mean? The dude should retire there, to be honest. There's a lot of misperception about that guy in our community. And I know more about that guy's history than anybody in our community, dude. Anybody. There's nobody that could debate what I would tell you about that kid.
Who?
Tannehill. I know his upbringing, man. I know what he came from, man. There's so many different takes about he wasn't even a quarterback and yada yada. No. Those people don't know his background, bro.
Okay, so what year did Tannehill start with Tennessee?
Well, he's been there, 3 years? Is it 2018? 2019? I think 2019 was his first year, wasn't it? No. Something like that, 2018, 2019.
Okay, so let's say 2018. Okay, in 2018, when Tannehill was there, Derrick Henry had 215 attempts for 1,059 yards. 2018. Okay. He had 303 attempts for 1,540 yards. 2020, he had 378 attempts for 2,027 yards. Do you see something happening there? The more attempts he has, the more yardage he gets. This has nothing to do with Tannehill. Tannehill's not doing anything there. 2016, he had 110. He had 110 carries for 490 yards. 17, 176 carries for 744 yards. The more carries he gets, the more yards he gets. Period. That has nothing to do with Tannehill.
But the point that you're missing is that they complement each other. You can't have Derrick Henry's success without Tannehill, and Tannehill can't have his success without Derrick Henry. Everybody tries to pin it on one or the other, and that's not the case.
What you're missing is
what I'm saying is
I'm listening to what you're saying.
Henry is with Tannehill as Tannehill is with Henry. Nobody made nobody. Henry made himself, and Tannehill's making himself. That's what it is. Tannehill's
making Henry better than if there was another quarterback there besides Tannehill. I'm going to explain why. The reason why you're hearing, oh, well, the more carries you give Henry, the more yards he gets. Yeah, you know why? Because you can't stack the box against Tannehill. Because just because Tannehill doesn't only throw play action pass, that's not the only thing that Tannehill does. You guys make it seem like the guy only throws play action passes. That's not the only thing he's good at. Okay? So you cannot stack the box against Tannehill the way you used to be able to before. So he's not going up against 8 guys in the box. So he's going up against 7. Then he gets more yards. Doesn't matter how many carries he gets. He's going up against less people. You're going to see Myles Gaskin this year get 1,000 yards by week 15, and you're going to go, how? Well, he's running up against five-man boxes. You got three defensive linemen or 4 defensive linemen and 1 linebacker. They're playing cover 2. They have to double cover Waddle, double cover Fuller. You're going to have Gesicki one-on-one. You're going to have a Parker one-on-one. You're gonna do the RPO, and Gaskin's gonna run for 1,000 yards.
Okay. So I'm glad you said that. So is it Tua that's making Gaskin, or is it the receivers that are making Gaskin?
The receivers that are making Gaskin.
So now is
The
it
receivers. But I
Tannehill
said
that's
that.
making Henry, or is it the
I said
receivers
that
that are
from the
making
beginning.
Henry?
I don't know,
it's
bro.
Tannehill
Yo,
it's Tannehill in this instance because there was only AJ Brown on one side. This year, you can say it's the receivers because you have Julio Jones on the other, and you're not going to leave. You have to double cover one of them. But before that, it was Tannehill. Okay? Now you can say it's the offense. You were talking about
Okay.
this a couple months ago when we were talking about you guys were saying, Kellen Balazs, he sucked for the Dolphins, but he had a 100-yard game against Miami when he was with
tell her
San
to park
Diego.
on the
And I
side.
said, yeah, but on San Diego, you
Or
have Keenan
in
Allen
the,
on one side, Mike Williams on
Right.
the other, a tight end, and a running back. So you can't stack the box against him, and he ran for 100 yards. And if Kalen Balazs was on this team, he'd run for 1,000 yards too.
Okay.
It's the receivers.
Okay. So
I've been saying that from the
do you
beginning.
think? Okay. So let me ask you a question. How many yards do you think Gaskin will run for this year with the receiving core that we have?
If it's RPO based, he's going to get his 1,000, just like last season. If we didn't have the amount of weapons that we do now, and he had 1,000 almost. I mean, did he have 1,000 on the dot or a little bit over or under?
To be honest with you, I didn't even look it up, but I will
Yeah,
tell you right now.
I mean, I think he had 1,000, and if he did with that, offensive construction we had, I mean, I shouldn't see why not. If we can use him as a decoy, I don't think we will. I mean, I think Flores wants to run the ball.
So Gaskins hasn't had a 1,000-yard season. In 19, he had 133 yards, and in 20, he had 584.
and he
How many
missed a lot of
receiving, though?
games. He missed a lot of games.
He missed a lot of
That's
games.
that's
many
actually that's
receiving
pretty
yards?
good.
In 2019, receiving, he had 51, and in 20, he had 388.
So what's the debate right now that Gaskins is legitimate at running back or a legitimate running back option, or is that what?
No. The question was with the receiving core that we have, do you think Gaskins will have over 1,000-yard season?
No, because
receiving and catching or overall. Or are you talking about rushing?
Rushing.
He might even with the committee because we have to play extra games or an extra game. He could get pretty close to it.
Okay,
and I'm telling you, those wheel routes and them passes out in the flat are going to be, they're going to be vital for Tua because there's going to be times where this offensive line isn't going to be. The protection is going to it's not going to be there. You know what I mean? So I agree with what Cap was saying. He's going to have an equal amount of.
This is the.
Not equal
passing.
I don't have the alcohol. You used it the other day.
I'm not saying equal. I'm saying either running
overall
only,
rushing,
not double, not running and receiving together, just rushing yards. Do you think that he'll have over 1,000 yards?
I think you will. I said that from day one.
Yeah, I think he's going to have close to 500 pass yard reception yards.
You did the numbers just now, and when he when he was healthy, and Larry did the numbers too. When he had touched the ball for 16 or 19 times, the team was 6-0.
So and he almost got 800 yards rushing. He would have got about 900 yards rushing last year, even without the receiving yards.
Okay,
Chachi just said now he had almost like how many yards rushing?
Let me see. Rushing, he had 584 yards.
Almost 600 rushing.
Almost 600.
Well,
receiving, he had 400, let's say.
Yeah, he almost had 1,000 yards.
The majority of the season being hurt, that's pretty good numbers.
No, I agree. Now, let me ask you a question. With the way that Ahmed is looking in practice, do you think that Ahmed, because you know that they're going to share reps, you know it. There's no way that Gaskins is going to play every down, every game. Ahmed is going to have to go in there and relieve him, and they're going to be relieving each other. Now, do you think that Ahmed will have the same stats?
Bro, from what I've seen, if they use him out the backfield on a play action, I mean, those plays were big chunk plays. You've seen it so far. He's averaging more than 30 yards a catch. He's slippery out the backfield, regardless of his
I said
size.
it.
Same thing. Same thing with Gaskins, bro. They both have to be healthy. We know what
The
they can
only
do, but can they stay healthy?
the
Pick up
only
the
the
blitz.
only the only the only thing different is the blocking. To me, if Ahmed could block a little better, to me Ahmed's the better fit for the Miami offense. If you really want to be sincere, Larry tells me no, but he is because he's a one cut north south runner. You only have to make one linebacker miss, and his speed, his acceleration through the hole is faster than Gaskin, and his overall speed is faster than Gaskin.
Yeah,
And
he has what they call twitch.
when you have a 5 to 6 man front, and that's all you're going up against, and it's basically a hat on a hat. Um, the quicker you get to the hole, the better off you are. And to me, he's got that breakaway speed that you don't get from Gaskin. Now, Gaskin's going to fight for every yard he gets, so I'm not going to discount him. But at the end of the day, you're more. If you give the ball to Ahmed 20 times in an RPO, you're liable to get 120 yards out of it. You get the ball to Gaskin out of the RPO, you're going to get 85 because he's not running away from anybody.
Okay, so you think that Ahmed is going to have a better season than Gaskin?
No, I think Ahmed would be a better fit for this offense. I think Gaskin's going to have more yards and have a better season because he's going to get more carries. Ahmed's going to be used as the third down back. Gaskin's going to be the first and second down back unless you're in goal line, and then they throw Malcolm Brown in there.
Olvídate. As much as we don't want to put the New England comparison to this type of offense, you're going to see they're going to have these running backs split the carries. It's going to be like that.
You're gonna see formations with both of them in the backfield. Mark my words.
Do you think that we're turning into a New England type of organization?
I don't know about organization, but last year was proof enough that the running backs split the carries. That's why it's kind of hard to answer that 1,000 yard mark,
That's why I asked.
rushing wise. But like I said, if he's healthy and they want to go that route, they can go that route. We have options on all the offensive options as far as throwing the ball, running the ball. We have the options.
As long as he stays healthy, he's going to get close, yo.
Even though Ahmed is smaller than Gaskin, I think Ahmed is a better all-around running back than Gaskin is. I think he brings more to the table than Gaskin. I think Ahmed will win the job over Gaskin sooner than later. I think that I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this. I think that by the third, fourth game, I think that Gaskins will take the job.
Ahmed.
Or, I'm sorry, that Ahmed will take the job from Gaskin.
I don't see that happening, brother. I don't, because, and I'm not just trying to be a contrarian, man, but it just goes back to what Big John was saying. He's not known for his blocking.
His pass blocking.
And so when you have his pass blocking.
I'm glad you're saying that. That brings my next point.
When we have the offense, okay, look, this is where that would come into effect, where he does take over that job. The offensive line just getting better as a whole and pass blocking and being consistent. Then that's when Ahmed would take over, because you really don't need him to block. You just need him to contribute.
Okay, so that brings my next point. That brings my next point. How do you feel about bringing in a fullback?
Bro, I've been saying we got a fullback that we're paying $3.2 million, and we haven't even used him yet.
You don't
we
need
haven't
him.
even used him yet.
You don't need him.
Because your fullback blocks for your running back.
I haven't even seen a fullback on the field, bro. And you're spending $3.2 million.
You shouldn't need him. Listen to me. If your best fullback that we have on our team, his name is Christian Wilkins. If you need 2 yards, you hand the ball with Christian Wilkins back there, he's going to open a hole. I'm just telling you, you don't need a fullback. Save that money. I would save that money. Look, this is what I would do. I would cut Grant, or I would cut Grant, get my $4 million, get rid of the running back, get my $3 million, get 10 mil and go sign Mitchell Schwartz for a season and have a right tackle and go to a Super Bowl. I'm giving you my solution. They can do whatever they want, but that's what I would do.
Okay, so then
Well, in the case, if
who
you
would you
see
have
a
to replace
fullback,
him?
What was that?
Look at Pete. Look at Pete, bro. Una chancleta. This guy, este tipo, bro. Una chancleta. Come on. You gotta be kidding.
But to who? Chancleta to who, bro?
Yeah. Pete, jump on the channel, bro. Jump on the channel, because I'm not gonna be here too much longer. I'm not gonna be here too much longer. I'm gonna stay for another 15, 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna come off. I gotta spend time with my family and my wife and all that.
He's got to go buy his wife another Starbucks.
No. But we gotta have dinner. We gotta have
Go to the
dinner, bro. I
corner
gotta
again.
make sure I feed the kids.
Go to the
The
corner again.
chitlins.
Voy a la esquina otra vez, por segunda vez hoy.
Pete, jump on, bro. Jump on.
I just love Pete. I love Pete, bro. He gives you like.
I'll
the
say this:
craziest
if you see a fullback this year, it's going to be Christian Wilkins or, Hunter Long, Shaheen. They're going to use a tight end.
Okay, I got a
they're
question
gonna
for
use
you.
another guy. It's gonna be either Christian Wilkins or Ethan Carter.
In those first and goal, second and goal type of plays where you're 1 to 3 yards off of the goal, off of your goal line, do you think that they should bring Christian Wilkins in as a fullback to block for your running back to be able to get into the field?
Absolutely.
I agree too. I think that
Absolutely.
should.
Do you want to see a player that go 10 for 10 from the 1 yard line, quarterback sneak with Tua, and have Christian Wilkins run in and bump him into the end zone like he did against Kansas City? He'll score every single quarterback sneak. Coño, llegó Pete. Se acabó esto.
Oye, dame la
Pete,
chuleta
what's up, bro?
esa, tiene más chuleta.
This
What's
guy,
going
bro.
on?
What's up,
He's known
Pete?
for his same mistakes. This is the guy that said that Jalen Waddle was a bust. Just so you know, okay?
No, I said the concerns are still there. As each and every
What
day,
concerns, bro?
every day my things are coming. Every single day.
I want to know what concerns
Look,
you're talking about.
Wait, I'm gonna tell you right now. If Reason goes live today, I'm gonna ask him the question.
Listen. Don't make them up. Don't make
I'm
up
not
reasons.
making anything up.
Okay.
Look, you guys are gonna see me consistently ask the same question. Have Waddle and Tua connected for a deep touchdown pass yet? And how much longer are we going to have to wait?
They have.
Where?
They've connected they've connected on a 50-yarder. They've connected on a 60-yarder. They've connected on an 80-yarder. It isn't a bomb. He catches the ball and runs on the field. What do you want?
No, I said a
Absolutely.
touchdown. I want a big
they have.
touchdown.
Yes,
Yeah, they've
yes,
done it
Pete.
3
They have
times.
connected
Yes,
on
they have,
a
Pete.
touchdown.
Even going back to minicamp too. I think they hit on a
Pete,
50-yard
did.
bomb in minicamp.
No. You guys don't know. No, I'm talking preseason and in a game where we all watch. That's why I said, how long are we going to wait for? Is it going to be
wait till week? You're gonna wait till week 1. You're gonna wait till week 1.
Whenever the opportunity presents itself.
You're gonna wait till week 1, and I'm gonna explain why. You're gonna wait till week 1 because we have 4 number 1 corners. I was telling this to him the other day to football right here. Listen, he goes to me, who's gonna cover? I said, listen, it's not about who's covering our number 2 receivers, our first 2 receivers. It's who's gonna cover Albert Wilson and who's gonna cover Jalen Waddle. That third corner that nobody has outside of Baltimore is gonna be going one-on-one with Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle puts that guy in a spin cycle the way he did to that guy from Atlanta, and he's gonna score from anywhere on the field, bro. You're not gonna have to wait long for an 80-yard touchdown. It could be a 7-yard slant that the guy breaks somebody's ankle and takes it the rest of the way, bro.
Exactly. Pete, let me ask you a question. Pete, let me ask you a question. Did you see that clip of the Atlanta corner trying to stay together with Waddle, where he came in on like a quick stop and come back route, caught it, and juked the guy out of the cleats?
Oh yeah, like on one-on-one.
Come on, bro.
I think the guy's shoe's still there in the middle of the field.
It's stuck, great.
The thing
They
is,
got stuck.
Waddle is not even taking that next step. We haven't even seen it. So let's wait. I don't want to I don't want to sit here and be so hyped and so overhyped because I've been there.
Oh, but that's your problem, bro.
All I
You're
want
so
to know
used to
is when are we going to see it
you
versus
basically
me?
I just gotta
basically are so
say,
used to having
on
you're so used
11
to
on
having
11
PTSD, bro. That's
on
just
11
you.
11 with the fan.
I
Pete's
feel Pete to an extent.
PTSD.
But look,
Oh
look.
my
Oh,
God.
Estefan is here. Shout out to Estefan. 1 second, 1 second. This is another thing that this is one thing right here that's honestly like getting my skin to melt a little bit with this fan base. We do a trade for alignment. The whole fan base is mad. This guy sucks. This
I
guy's
know.
not gonna do it. This that. But you know what you guys fail to realize is Tua is supposed to be making these guys not look so bad. According to Tua, when you're coming out of college, he has a quick release. He throws it fast. He never takes sacks. It showed last year with bad offensive line as well. The kid only took 20 sacks last year? So even with bad offensive line, he only took 20. He obviously couldn't step on his throws in pressure, but still. So he doesn't really take that many sacks. Why is this offensive line the most thing concerning everybody in the fan base instead of it actually being Tua?
Because we have no run blocking. That's the concern.
No,
we have
Mhm.
plenty of pass protection. Our pass protection is fine. There's enough pass protection for Tua to have at least 3 seconds, to be able to get that ball out. And with the speed that our receivers have, that's more than enough time for them to get open. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
What's concerning is our offensive line not being able to have no run blocking.
Run block.
It's
yeah.
not the pass protection.
And that's the problem because that's what this offense is trying to base its identity on. Its foundation. It's based on the run. That's how they're trying to create offense is run first. And if you don't have the run, the protection up front, if you don't have the trenches winning the battle against the D line, you're pretty much messed.
Yeah, look at Big Drip. Big Drip. PTSD, Finn's traumatic stress syndrome.
let me ask you a question real quick, Pete. Out of this draft this year, do you think they drafted anybody that is a plug and play type of player?
Yes.
Type of player, right?
Yeah,
now.
yes. Hold on.
Probably the only one is Javon Holland because you could probably put him on the boundary, put him in the nickel, put him in the safety.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
This is my issue.
There's two
I know Flores has that locked down. The defense. Our defensive side of the football is that, and he's got it locked down. You know what I mean? The problem that I have
you know who
with
the
this
plug
draft-
and play. You
the
know who
pro-
the plug
the
and
pro-
play players
the pro-
are. The
the
plug and
problem-
play players are Waddle and Phillips. Those are plug and play players. You put them
they're
where they're
Waddle.
supposed to be.
It's Waddle, Phillips, and Holland. But what Estefan is saying is true. We're not worried about the defensive side of the football. We're
Correct.
worried about the fact that this man has yet to be able to develop an offense where we feel comfortable that they can move the ball.
See,
Okay,
and Big John was talking about this.
Okay,
This is where the
Hold on, let me finish real quick, y'all.
comparison.
Go ahead, Cap. Go ahead, Cap.
This is where the Tannehill comparison comes into. We don't want to go into 5 offensive coordinators in 3 years, and we're going that route.
But he had, at some
go
point,
ahead,
he did
Estefan.
have Tunsil. Look, this is all I'm saying. So you don't want to follow in the same footsteps that we have in the past where you took too long to get protection for a quarterback. We're going into year 2 with an elite Super Bowl championship defense. This is going to be a really good defense. This would have been the ideal year in the draft, or at least in free agency, that you got a plug and play tackle for this guy's blind side. At least you can mix match players and have veterans come in for anybody else on the offensive side of on the offensive line. The fact that they missed out on that opportunity on
By
a
who?
tackle,
By not
that's what bugs
getting
me.
who?
Because Flores has not figured out the offensive side of the ball as a head coach. As much as I like to do,
who didn't they pick up?
it would have benefited him to get a plug and play.
I'll tell you right now.
As
Okay,
much
who is the plug and
ready as
play
he
player
could.
that you're
Okay.
talking about?
Okay,
So-
listen, Cosme. All right, I got you, Estefan. Cosme from Texas, that would have been a plug and play tackle, left or right. He plays both. Tevin Jenkins at 36, plug and
Natural
play.
right tackle.
The other guy from Virginia Tech, plug and play. Any one of those three guys. I don't care if you pass on Jalen Phillips to take that tackle. I swear to you, I wouldn't have got mad. Because even if we didn't have even though we did not have.
Look,
can I finish?
What good is Jalen Waddle?
But you actually said.
Let me finish, Pete.
Go ahead and finish, bro.
My thing is, it doesn't matter if we didn't have an organic pass rush, which we didn't have last year. We still put pressure on the quarterback without an organic pass rush. Okay, if you tell me either Jalen Phillips or one of the tackles, I would have taken the tackle. I would have taken the tackle over the running back. Because even though you want Najee Harris, if you don't have blocking, he's not going to be able to go anywhere.
Big John.
Remember, and the franchise tackle.
Didn't you acknowledge that we're a pass-first team?
We're a pass-first team now.
Now we are.
Because we're missing a tackle. But not because of scheme. We're a pass-first team because we're missing a right tackle. Because we can't run the fucking football.
Big John, and here's the thing.
You guys are going against it and starting to complain and defending Tua, right? To start blaming this offensive line. What the issue is...
I'm not going to blame the offensive line.
Wait. John, let him go. Let me hear him out.
Go ahead.
We cannot
before he throws chancleta at me.
And try to start looking for offensive line complaints, thinking that Tua's going to be in trouble. When clearly, Flores said it, clearly they've shown what they're doing, and we're going to throw the ball whether we're up or down. It's going to, that's what Tua was good at. Go back to his college days. He's throwing touchdown passes, and the score is 28-7.
Pete, let me ask you a question. Pete, let me just ask you one question.
Where Tua's going to have the defense thinking we're going to run the ball, Tua's going to have one-on-ones everywhere, and he's going to pick them apart. Third quarter,
I understand.
We're up 3 touchdowns, we're going to see Tua still passing the ball.
I understand, and I agree with you to a certain point, but here's my thing. My problem with Tua is not Tua in a 3-step drop or Tua out of the shotgun. My problem with Tua and this offensive line is when you go to do a play fake and you got to do a 7-step drop and you have a right tackle who, if you have a guy with any bend at all, Ojulari, anybody that has the ability to bend around the corner, they're going to be on Tua's ass. You're going to have plays where this kid can get injured from the blind side because you can't block a 7-step
you don't have anybody. And
that is the only problem that I have with Tua. I don't have an issue with Tua out of the RPO. I don't have an issue with Tua out of the shotgun. I don't have issue with Tua whether it's a 1-step, 2-step, a screen, a deep pass. I don't care. My problem is out of the 7-step drop, out of play fake, you're not going to be able to give Tua enough time to be able to throw the ball because you don't have a right tackle. I've been saying that from the beginning. The only reason we are a pass-first offense, and I've been saying it's PRO instead of RPO, is because we don't have a right tackle to run the football. I've been saying this from the beginning.
And then that's what bothers me.
The take hasn't changed, Pete.
Big John, this is what bothers me about the right tackle position, because you drafted a guy who is underweight, right? He's only 302 pounds.
Well, you didn't draft him underweight. He's just not a plug-and-play player. He's solid, but he doesn't move the needle. He's 302. He's not a fucking tackle. I mean, he's not a guard. He's a tackle. He's a 306-pound tackle.
No, but what I'm saying is they drafted a guy who struggles with athletic pass rushers who have length to their frame, right?
Exactly.
Who have been around the arc, and this is supposed to be the guy that's supposed to be protecting your quarterback's blind side. Okay,
that's why I said I'd rather have him play left tackle. Yeah,
right. And there was so many better options on the board with Samuel Cosme, actual natural right tackle with Tevin Jenkins and stuff. And here's the thing. the neglect is going to come. The neglect to get a plug and play starter, right? Somebody who's a quality right tackle is going to come to bite you in the ass, because not only is this guy the right side tackle who's going to protect your left-handed quarterback's blind side, but this is also the power side of the offensive line where the running lane is supposed to be at. So if you're trying to establish your identity as a run-first team, why didn't you get a tackle who can serve as your blindside protector, but is also a solid run blocker? You need somebody who can do both very well.
Let me answer that. Hold on, Big John. Let me answer that.
That's the thing that bothers me about this team.
So I'm gonna answer that. Last year, at the end of the year, what was our biggest problem last year?
Our biggest problem last year?
Third down.
Our biggest problem was the fact that we had 0 receivers. That was our problem. Jakeem was Grant was dropping the ball. He needed to put super glue on his hands. Okay. Devontae Parker was hurt. Preston Williams was hurt. Everybody was hurt to where Tua was playing with second strings. So the first thing that you needed to do in this draft, was address the wide receivers.
Well, I just think we weren't healthy, bro.
Wait a minute. That's the first thing he did, was address the biggest problem we had, and that was the receivers room. That's what he did. He drafted the receiver. The second thing, we didn't know if Agba was going to stay. Did you know?
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody know if Agba was going to stay? No.
Well,
did
he
you
would
know
have
if Wilkins? Did you know if Wilkins would have been healthy?
No. He was no. Let me rephrase that. It's because you need to get that right. Agba was going to be here regardless. He was under contract. Now, whether he would have signed a free agency deal or not, that's a whole other story. And if you want to get him somebody behind him, I get that. But my thing is, there were other pass rushers who you could have taken at 36 and not passed up on 3 of the main 5 right tackles that you needed to.
Okay. Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me address that. Hold on, Big John. Let me address that.
Wait. I'm just going to say what he said. Go ahead. That is my favorite player in this entire defensive draft is Boogie Basham. Be careful. That guy's nasty.
He's a perfect fit.
Telling you right now.
He was.
Okay. Coming now in the draft, tell me which tackle in this draft had 2 years consecutively with 0 sacks.
Okay.
Yeah, but
there was one player. Wait a minute. Just answer the question. Player. One.
Okay, but you have to go into context. Yes, Eichenberg.
That's win.
But wait. But at the same time, you're talking about the guy who isn't your prototypical right tackle. This is where me and Estefan,
he's a natural
and me and Irving, and Estefan have a problem. I don't need you to pick a guy who's used to wiping his ass with his left hand to start learning to wipe his ass with his right hand. I need you to get me a player. I need you to get me an offensive fucking tackle who's a right tackle, who's played right tackle since he was 10 and knows how to fucking kick slide to the right side. There was 4 of them.
But listen, if you have somebody that you can put a left tackle, then you can have your left tackle that you have now that knows how to play both sides go to your right side.
No, because you're out of your fucking mind. If you think I'm gonna let Austin Jackson go play right tackle after he almost tore to his leg playing left tackle, you got me fucked up.
Okay, how did he do today?
That's what I don't care about today. I care about what he does when he's getting hit by the opposing team and they're going live.
The problem with Dolphin fans is we're okay with settling on substandard players.
Mediocre. No, I don't want a mediocre right tackle.
Tristan Wirfs is bona fide as a rookie on Monday Night Football, and I said it once, and I said again. That dude went toe-to-toe with Khalil Mack for an entire game as a rookie, and he's a Super Bowl champion, blocked for Tom Brady. I'm just saying, people's expectations are low. on the type of talent that you can get in the draft. No. You should raise your expectations and be selective on who you want to play for your team. Don't settle on the scraps.
So
and
if that's
I'll
the
tell you,
case, if that's the case, how many tackles are there that you pick up in the draft and just can't do it?
Hold on.
They do it, but they're mediocre.
Let me answer you.
That right there, look. You see what Big Drip is saying right there? That question right there, you know what I'm saying? When you cut somebody that knows your ins and outs of your defense 2 weeks away, you better figure out something from the scrap bin right now. Because that's a great point right there.
Yeah. Here's I'm gonna answer your question. Do you want to know what the problem is? The problem is that they picked a tackle, right? But they picked a tackle on the side that we already knew. You're getting a guy in college, okay, who has an issue with bend, who isn't he has short arms. He's not mobile and athletic like Jackson, okay?
He doesn't have the quickest feet.
You're talking about not giving up a sack in 2 years, but he gave it up playing a different position. Now you're telling him to learn a new position after not giving up a sack at left tackle. Now you're going to tell him to go play right tackle, which you don't even know if he can translate to, okay, and make him learn that position. For that, you take Kevin Jenkins at 36, and you trade down, and you fucking trade down to get Javon Holland. That was the way to go. Or if you really want to be, okay, or trade up. Or you do what Estefan said, which is what you should have done from the beginning. We paid more to trade down to get Eichenberg from 50 to 41 or 42, wherever the fuck it was. We paid more in draft capital to get Eichenberg than we would have paid to get Christian Wirfs. We paid more in draft capital. And at the end of the day, we still picked this fucking pathetic corner when we should have taken a running back at 30.
That's how Big John. That's how I feel about Tua. That's how I feel about Tua. I could go on that same rant. And this is where, and Cap, you brought up a good point. But Cap, you brought up a good point with the New England thing. But you know what's funny about that? You're only naming Cal Van Noy. And you know who Cal Van Noy is learning from? Bill Belichick. You know who Brian Flores learned from? Bill Belichick. It's the same scheme. So it's like, we're always going to be one step behind them. And that's what I don't like about a copycat. But here's the issue with Tua that I don't like. Look, not even me.
Here we go.
Not even me, right, sits here and dogs the offensive line like this fan base. Not even like you guys know I really don't like Tua that much, right? Because he limits this team so much offensively, right?
Oh my God, where does he limit the team?
Look. You guys want to complain about the offensive line when in reality,
he's talking about last season.
Hold on, please. A top 5 pick needs to be able to elevate some type of play on the field elsewhere. Somewhere Tua is really good where he elevates our players on offense.
I agree.
Well, this is where I'll break bread with you, Pete. He's going to have to do it this year, bro. He's going to have to. Because this offensive line...
Okay, but Estefan, it's not like we haven't gave him resources. We are the highest paid team in the league at wide receiver.
That's true.
And you think that's a good thing?
But you have to think, too. They can address the offensive line. They can address the offensive line
Miami.
now.
Yeah, of course I think that's a good thing, Big John.
That's fucking retarded. That's retarded. That's retarded.
Big John, you're the one always coming up on Music Sport Network and telling us he's the most accurate quarterback in college. He has every stat record in the book.
That's got nothing to do with having the most expensive wide receiver group ever. That doesn't make anything. What is that going to do with it?
Great wide receivers, and you're telling me that's not good?
Hold on. No, because I would agree with you. We would have an agreement if the receiver who's getting paid the most on this team would play at least 14 games a season, which he's never done except for 1 out of 8 years. You're paying $12 million for Devontae Parker. Wait. No, let me finish. I let you talk. Wait. No. You're paying Devontae Parker $12.5 million to play 7 games and then tell you his wife got pregnant and pull a hamstring. No, bro. He's done it every year except one. No. That doesn't mean it's great. I think it's mal spent. I've said from the beginning, I'll trade Devontae Parker. I've said that on Miami Sports Music. I've said that on his channel. I've said that on my own channel. I said it at home, at the pool hall, at the barbershop. That guy shouldn't even be here right now. And Kurt Merritt should be taking his spot. Yeah, I do.
Bro, you go to the barbershop?
Hey, Pete, I gotta tell you, Pete, you gotta remember, man. Tua did lift.
What did you say?
Miami
football talk. You said I can see his nose hairs. I'm just playing.
What happened?
Wait, enemies away.
No, I was saying, Pete, that that Tua did lift the level of play of his whole team against the Chiefs. I mean, and that he showed you in the second half.
He did. We didn't even have receivers that game.
Yep.
Come
5 guys from UPS played football. We had 5 receivers from UPS.
Listen, you cannot judge Tua so hard on last year. First off, let's talk about Mahomes real quick. Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. True or false?
That guy's had the best weapons since he came in the league.
He's all right.
So wait a minute. So
who just said he's all right?
I think you need to add a.
Just said that.
I think you need to add
one of the best
option.
quarterbacks
You should
in the
add
league.
no shit. True or false or no shit.
Listen, Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, and his first year coming into the league, you heard me? Into the league, he sat down behind Alex Smith. His entire first year.
You ever heard me argue with Larry and everybody that brought that same take you're about to bring? I fought that, and I will fight that take to the end. I know you heard me, Urban, when they say that. Oh, he started Alex Smith, and I could rebuttal that right now.
How are you gonna listen? There's no way that you can do anything about it. Tua should have sat last year and just learned last year.
No. Look at the difference. That's why I said I could rebuttal.
Here's the problem though. Like, hold on real quick, Pete. Hold on.
If it was a fair comparison, that's fine. But I don't like non-fair comparison. Comparing Alex Smith to Mahomes' situation to Tua and Ryan Fitzpatrick, you got to add Josh Rosen. That's where people tend to forget that same situation.
Oh God.
But hold on real quick though. You can't bring
Are you saying that Rosen? Are you saying that Rosen and Tua are on the same level?
No, hold on.
No. Please. No,
can you guys hear me now?
Please. Don't do it.
Okay, this is simple. We went into that year 2019. We had Ryan Fitzpatrick and Josh Rosen. We were thinking Josh Rosen was going to be our franchise quarterback. Regardless, when we did the trade on draft night, we thought Josh Rosen, let's hope this guy becomes our franchise. At least we're taking a shot at a quarterback. So we got that part out of the way.
Okay.
Now
you're right so far. Keep going.
Now we dismantle the team. We have Fitzpatrick on one of the worst rosters in the NFL. We got a first-time head coach with no experience at all. We go through that year. We tank for Tua. We get a new quarterback. We still have Josh Rosen on the roster, and we still have.
Hold on, but who was the quarterback again? Who did we draft?
We drafted Tua.
Okay, who are we tanking for?
We tanked for Tua.
Okay, so we're great.
After having Rosen on our team.
We tanked for Tua
and
before.
We had Rosen on our team.
Tua.
With Rosen on our team.
Exactly.
That goes to show you right there that we were not in with Rosen.
But that's not the issue. The issue is they're trying to find the quarterback while the journeyman is here. Because I'm trying to tell you guys, you cannot compare the Mahomes and Alex Smith, because pay attention. Now we drafted another quarterback back-to-back. Back-to-back years, we basically drafted another quarterback.
Right, and the reason Kansas City didn't do it is because when Mahomes came out, they knew what they were getting with Mahomes. When Rosen came out, they learned
Pete,
like, bro, this guy's trash.
Pete, so what's your point, Pete? What's your point?
The Chiefs even said it. They didn't expect Mahomes to fall to their laps, and that's why they had to pull the trigger to trade up. Okay,
Pete. So what's your point, bro?
You're answering my question.
The situation with Alex Smith is he lost that playoff game the year before really bad. And coming into that offseason, he's getting old, and they wanted to look forward to a new quarterback. They didn't expect to trade up and have Mahomes drop that far. They traded for Mahomes. And if you go back and do your reports, beat writers of Kansas City, everybody in Kansas City were clearly saying that Mahomes is better in practice. Mahomes was better in camp. But Alex Smith didn't do enough to lose the job.
Okay.
But one player looked better.
The difference,
season
we're
started,
not
beat
getting
the
it. The reason why we're telling you that it's the same thing and you don't like the comparison is because Alex Smith and Ryan Fitzpatrick have a problem. They have a limit as to how far they can take you or what they can do. Alex Smith is not going to make any throw that Tua can make. Okay?
Are you
Ryan Fitzpatrick? Listen, bro. Listen.
Alex Smith
listen
was
to
a
me,
number
bro.
1 overall pick, not a journeyman.
And he never
Where is he
played
now?
like it. And he never played like it. He never played like it. Except for one season. He never played like it. So let me finish my take. He was a number 1 draft pick. Yes.
Always
so
winning.
What? There are number 1 draft picks who never make it. Jamarcus Russell was a number 1 draft pick.
We're talking this situation. Don't bring up another name.
I'm giving you an example. Alex Smith never was able to make throws that Tua Tagovailoa can make. He doesn't move the needle. Alex Smith was a quarterback who did not lose you the game. Who was a good game manager.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Fitzpatrick was a game manager with the mentality of Brett Favre. But even Ryan Fitzpatrick said in practice last season, Tua makes throws I can only wish of making. That proves that as good as Ryan Fitzpatrick played, he was 3-3. As good as Ryan Fitzpatrick played, he was 3-3.
The
guy's never made the playoffs. And he's been in the league for 19 years.
Exactly.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question. If Ryan Fitzpatrick was so good, when he was 5-2 with Tampa Bay, and he threw for like 40 touchdowns, how come they didn't make the playoffs? And they lost 9 straight games. What happened then?
But Big
John, what happened?
Big John, you know what the issue is? I don't think
his pinky toe was hurting, bro.
No, you know what the issue with Big John is? I don't think he probably went back. He's probably hearing me now because
I'm listening to the whole time. Go ahead.
I can't stand Ryan Fitzpatrick, right? I'm like the biggest Tua hater in this community, right? You want to know why? I started bringing up all the concerns. Why isn't a top 5 pick passing up a journeyman? A trash-ass journeyman that you just finished naming went 5-2 and lost 9 in a row. Tua couldn't even beat that guy out.
Because the top 5 pick was coming off of one of the most horrific surgeries and body breaks that you can ever go through because you don't know what that's like. But I've seen somebody go. Let me finish talking.
As much as you don't like Tua, as much as
Big John and Pete, this is the bottom line. This is the bottom line, y'all. This is the bottom line, y'all. The fact of the matter is, no matter what we hear in training camp, and the sample size hasn't been big enough in preseason, Tua still has not done shit in this league. You can't
agree.
We can all agree with that. We can all agree with that. Tua, what he is, last year what he did was game manage. He wasn't 100%. I don't care what anybody says, and I don't care what Flo says. Flo lies all the freaking time, bro. Where he came out like, oh yeah, if they're not 100%, we're not gonna put him on the field. Bro, you know that was a lie.
Oh yeah,
I would not want to be Coach Flo's wife.
Arizona Cardinals. Because all of you guys were dancing with the pom pom.
It was not 100% against Arizona Cardinals. He did a great job. Yes, he did. He was not 100%.
That's your mic, Miami.
You gotta move your headphones.
Go out and come in. Chachi, your mic is like really woof. He's got me in the matrix.
I thought it was me with back connection. No,
your microphone is static. Does he have to unplug it and replug it? I don't know.
Me with no signal over here. I thought it was me.
No,
man. I thought it was me too.
Like, shit.
I was like, damn, man, this
SFN
conversation was getting good.
SFN was like, that was my fault. No, it wasn't.
No, and you know what? One of the biggest issue is that nobody ever speaks about in this community. The problem with Tua probably is the NFL ball is bigger, and maybe his hands aren't big enough. The college football is smaller, and that's not even a
No,
joke,
it's
bro.
not.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Why you think they measure hands?
I actually thought that might have been an issue when I first
The
saw
ball
him
is bigger
throw
and it weighs
football.
like 2 ounces.
Yeah.
I saw
Joe
that.
Burrow doesn't have a very big hand either, and he was clowning that narrative.
I thought that idea too when I first saw him throw the football. You want to know what I think is even more of an issue than that? Believe it or not, the fact that his entire career, people don't think about this. His entire career, when Tua went to get the snap, Tua would clap his hands to get the ball. That's a rhythm timing thing.
No.
Is
This is
That's
what
better.
people don't realize.
That's better.
This is
Tua,
the
his
biggest
entire
issue
career
for
would
me.
go like that
For
and get the
me,
ball. And
for
he
me,
can't
the
clap his
biggest
hands
issue with
anymore.
Tua is
That's a
he
rhythm.
never really faced real competition. Like the competition in high school where he grew up at, there's no real football ballers over there in Hawaii, bro. The only two players like what athletes are over there right now that you know are going out of there, 5-star recruits going into college.
Then why did
there's
he
not
win the
really that many.
7-on-7 at
There's
the
not
Elite
really
11?
exactly.
Check it out. Check
Doesn't
it
make
out.
any sense.
Let's go over some final thoughts here on what everything is. I know everybody's got some. I know probably reasons coming out with his thing and all that now pretty soon here too, and it's getting to dinner time. I got kids, guys, so let's come out with some final thoughts.
I got kids too, bro.
Let's go, Irving. Final thoughts. What do you think?
Oh man, I hope, like I said in the previous episode, just they do take advantage of this porous, secondary that Atlanta has, and I want to see touchdowns. I want to see big plays.
Agree.
Don't be scared.
Agree.
Just sling. That's all.
Agree. Well, thank you, buddy. Thank you for coming on and
For sure, brother.
sharing your feelings, thoughts, and showing some love, brother. Much
And
love
with
to
stats,
you.
You brought those stats.
Yeah, he
For
brings
sure.
stats. Dale, bro.
For sure. Fins up.
Pete, you're up. What's up, bro?
Listen, guys.
Lay it on me.
Look, number one, shout out to Batman, Larry, Cap for keeping us informed on the text messages with all the good stuff, right? Shout out to those guys. Those are the soldiers.
Facts.
I'm just mad they didn't get me any cheerleader pictures, man.
Oh,
They didn't have any, bro. They're on quarantine.
But listen,
yeah, that's right.
we play Saturday night. The lights are going to be on. Tua's going to be under the microscope. We're all going to be watching. It's a night game. The world is going to be watching. Not only Miami fans, because I think that's the only Saturday night game. All I want to see is Atlanta play their starters on defense, whoever their starters are, because I've noticed this preseason that the home games they're playing their starters a little bit longer to try to show their fan base now that they're back the starters. The away teams have not played their starters, so that's something I've noticed looking at football across the league, and I hope and pray that the Falcons don't do that so that they could go home and play their starters in Atlanta for week 3. I'm hoping they start their starters and we get to see a rough, real football game. But at the end of the day, Saturday night is on. That's what we'll see what's going on.
Facts. I agree with you, Pete. Thank you for coming on, bro. Much love to you. I hope you stay safe.
Chancleta for you too. We love you.
No, I wrote. Was that a chuleta? That's why I was laughing. I'm like, I said chuleta.
But chuleta to what? To me, what I was eating?
Yeah. That looked like a big ass chuleta in your hand, bro.
No. It was a sandwich,
bro. That was public stuff, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I got a little ass phone, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No.
All right, thanks, Pete. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming out and showing your love, bro.
It was a public sub, bro. You're right around the corner from him. Go get him.
Estefan, you're up, buddy. Final thoughts.
Man. No, thanks for having me on, bro. It's hard to get in the word when Pete comes on, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But
yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. I think that our offense is going to take off after about game 3 or 4. That's my take, man. I think it's going to take, you know, and I've said it on other platforms. I think it's going to take some time. I think these guys just need reps to show what they got. I think the run game is going to come together, but it's going to be about game 3 or 4. Until then, I think Tua's going to need to be running. When his protection breaks down, he needs to take off. He's gonna he's gonna need to do some Mahomes type stuff. Like
Estefan ain't reading. Estefan's not reading. We are. He said, "I'm sorry, Estefan."
No. It's all good. But yeah, I think the first 3 games, you know, Tua's gonna have to carry that offense. You know, just like I said, the example I gave is with the pocket breaks down, he's gonna have to take off. So that's where I'm at. I think it's gonna take about 3-4 games for that run game comes to help out, and then I'm hoping that'll be the turnaround, bro. So if we can,
I'm gonna tell you something before you get off. I think, and this is my bold prediction, everybody's gonna flip out. I think Tua's gonna come out guns blazing from the beginning of the season, bro. I think Tua's gonna come game 1, game 2. We're not gonna have to wait game 3, game 4, bro. He's gonna come out game 1, game 2, game 3, guns blazing. He's been throwing with all these receivers in the offseason. That's why everybody's like, "Oh, where's Devontae Parker? Where's Will Fuller?" They threw in the offseason, bro. So he's gonna come out guns blazing. Yeah. Say, okay. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna come out guns blazing.
I hope he don't come over interception blazing, bro. I don't.
Nah, bro. That guy.
What I mean?
But Estefan, thank you for coming out, bro, and showing your love, bro. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for coming on, and hopefully this ain't the last time either.
For sure,
Evil
man.
Longoria.
Thank y'all.
Evil Longoria. Go ahead. Evil
Don't hate.
Big John, give it to me, buddy. Man. Final thoughts.
No, man. Like I said, I just want to see consistency, man. I want to see the. ¿Quién está ahí? ¿Quién está ahí? Joshua. All right, let him come in. Open the door, or make him stand there. Fuck it. He's a Jet fan. He can stand in front of the door for the next half hour. I don't give a damn.
An hour.
But yeah, bro, an hour and a half, 59 minutes. No, but no, man, for real. Like, I just want to see consistency. I want to see the offense actually, you know what I'm saying, play as a unit. I want to see some of the receivers get on the field. Hopefully, Devontae, Albert Wilson. You know, some of those guys. You know, I hope that you know what I'm saying, Devontae Parker and Albert Wilson get on the field. You know, I want to see some of some of Byron Jones. I want to see some of those guys play so we can see what the offense looks like when you're not playing with your 6th, 7th, and 8th receiver on the field. So you guys can see what I'm telling you, and you'll be able to look at the defense and say, "Oh, this is a cakewalk." So
definitely,
that's what I want to see, man.
Well, love to you, Big John. Appreciate you. Right, man. I appreciate all you do for us and all you do for me, bro. Much love to you.
Cap. Next Big time, John. Bro, you got to bring us some cheerleader pics, man. Come on, man. You got to bring it, man.
Dale, John. Dale, Big John.
I got brother. I got you.
Yeah, I'll take care, man.
Cap. And then there was one.
Nah,
final
man,
thoughts, buddy.
It's a good thing to see that, you know, there's development going on. And, and I'm just going to want to see, you know, the run blocking for me now, you know. I mean, I just want to see what that's about coming up. Running backs are really utilize that much. But besides that, man, I like what I saw and just keep it going, man.
Wonderful. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more, bro. Again, thank you for going to the game today, bro, and giving us all the updates and providing us with all that information. We definitely need that and definitely appreciate you more than what you think, especially us YouTubers. So much love to you, bro. I hope you're staying safe and healthy.
Yeah,
I will catch you on another one.
Thank you, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Be safe, man, and stronger together, brother. Let's keep doing it.
Facts. Dale, bro. And then the last. Definitely, my final thoughts is I think we need to stay humble, not jump into conclusions so fast. Let's let everything play out. Coach Flo will fix whatever problems we have. Greer, they've been doing it from the get-go. What makes you think that they're going to stop now? Take everything with a grain of salt that you hear. Don't believe everything that you hear. Only believe what you can see. Big shout out to everybody that joined the panel today. Big shout out to everybody that liked the video. And we're asking questions in the comments and all that stuff. So big shout out to you guys. Much love, everybody. I hope that everybody stays healthy and fins up. But till next time, this is Chachi with Miami Football Talk, and I'll catch you later, guys. Peace.